disgusting.
Would you quit saying that?
Well, it was.
What's tonight's story?
Well, now since they've been out there in the wilderness, they've been camping a lot of different places.
Okay, so what's the story say?
Well, it says, after 3 months in the wilderness, camping in several places, the Israelites came to the foot of Mount Sinai. And here they pitched their tents and made a more permanent camp, kind of like a KOA. Where they could stay for a while. And Moses, he looked fondly around that mountain because it was very nearby where God first spoke to him. He was having a flashback about the burning bush that I called flame retardant.
Yes, you did.
Well, it was just like his old stomping grounds. And it was nearly impossible to believe that he had really led the Israelites safely out of Egypt since he had last been there. Do you know what else is going to seem weird?
What?
When we go back to our classroom and we open the door and it's going to seem like a long time since we've been there.
I will. But then it kind of just seems like yesterday.
I know. We've been doing this a lot. This is my number 22, I think.
Keep going, Birdie Bird.
Then the voice of God, he spoke to Moses from the mountain. He's good at doing that. These people are a treasure to me. Seriously, the ones that were complaining last night?
Yes.
I am going to make them a holy nation. Tell them to clean themselves and wash their clothes and prepare their minds for in 3 days. He likes 3 and 7s.
He does.
They are going to see my glory in this mountain. Make a line around the mountain. Oh, he's drawing a line in the sand.
Yes, you can say that.
Make a line around the mountain so that no person or animal will cross it and touch the mountain while I am here. He's sticking out his territory. So God's people did as they were told for once. And they were waiting and praying when the 3rd day arrived.
What are you doing?
I'm counting time.
Please don't count 3 days like that.
It always gets her when I do that.
Just read.
Then suddenly there was lightning and a loud thunder from the mountain, and a loud cloud settled on the top of it. He likes clouds really good. Smoke began pouring forth as though it was on fire. It's a volcano!
No, it's not.
And the whole mountain shook. It is too?
It is not. It's just the glory of God.
Cool. A sound of trumpets came louder and louder. I don't know the song.
It was just a blast.
Okay. Until the people, they grabbed one another in fear before God. They should be scared. Then, out of the cloud, came a voice of God. Want me to try to do it?
Go ahead.
God announced himself so that all could hear. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Israel. That's all I can do. Out of the bondage, out of the bad places.
Okay.
Then he gave them the rules they were to follow as his people. You got rules in your room.
5.
Yeah. But the most important one is the last one. Rule number 5. Treat others like Jesus would treat them. Okay, so here goes. These rules are known as the 10 Commandments because there's 10 of them. Get your fingers ready. Count. Number 1. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make any graven images. No fake gods. Number 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Oh, that one gets on your nerves a lot. Number 4. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Yeah, that's a good one. Day off. That's the easy one.
Number 5.
Honor thy father and thy mother. Yeah, love your parents. Number 6. Thou shalt not kill. Don't kill nobody.
Okay. Number 7.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay.
Number 8.
Thou shalt not steal. No, don't take things that aren't yours. If you're going to borrow, ask first. Otherwise, it's stealing.
Kind of, sort of.
Number 9. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. What is that all about?
Well, it says don't tell a lie about somebody.
Oh. That kind of nips like gossiping in the bud, doesn't it?
Like that, kind of. Number 10, last one.
Thou shalt not covet. That means, or you shouldn't want what somebody else has and take it, and then you got another rule broken, and like that. Don't be wishing for stuff that ain't really yours.
Okay.
Well, after God had given these rules and his voice had died away, the people were still afraid, and they said to Moses, "Let God speak to you, Moses, and you tell us what he says, for we fear his voice." Yeah, I do too. It makes me have a cough.
It's because you try to fake it.
He came to you this way in order for you to know his power and be afraid, and so you will not disobey him. Moses explained. He explained. Then, taking only Aaron and Aaron's sons and about 70 of the wisest and the oldest Israelites and his special helper Joshua, Moses began to climb the mountain. They looked like a little bunch of, a little herd.
Like a little herd of people.
After they got far enough up to see a little of the glory of God, Aaron and his sons and the elders, they went back down to the camp. Oh, chicken. Only Joshua and Moses continued climbing higher. They are going to need sunscreen and their Ray-Bans. At last, Moses left Joshua, even on the side of the mountain, and he disappeared into the cloud that covered the top. Now who's the bravest of them all? Fee, fi, fo, fum. For 40 days, there it is again, and nights, he stayed with God alone on Mount Sinai. What did he eat?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't get hungry.
Oh, okay. That could work. God gave him many rules for the Israelites to follow. Most of them told how they should treat one another. They should just do rule number 5, like in our classroom, and it's done. And how they should worship, too. He also gave Moses 2 tables of stone. No.
Tablets?
Yeah. Carryable. You can tote it and carry it, but it would still be heavy. And he wrote on them the 10 Commandments. Wow, talk about a really hard word processor.
That would be a true hard copy.
I got it's a joke, because rocks are hard.
Just keep reading.
The people had not expected Moses to be gone so long. Uh-oh. And they began to think that he was not coming back. Uh-oh. And they begged Aaron to make them a god that they could see. That's one of the rules. No. There they go again.
I can't help it.
So Aaron, he took the gold jewelry and then he gave him and he melted it and he shaped it into a little calf. No. That's all I got to say is no.
Well, they did.
The Israelites were pleased with the idol and they declared a holiday and they began worshiping it with songs and games in the way that they had seen the Egyptians do. Don't follow the Egyptians.
Well, they did.
While Moses and Joshua were coming down the mountain, finally back together, they heard the cries of the people. The party noise.
What about it?
And the dancing and the singing around the golden calf. And when they caught sight of it, Moses became so angry. He probably was hangry because he hadn't eaten.
Well, that too.
And he was so discouraged that he threw down the tablets of stone that the 10 Commandments were on. And guess what happened?
What?
Pieces. Broken pieces. The Israelites, well, they got theirs. They were punished for disobeying God the second time. So, this is what he did. He ground up the little calf into little dusty pieces, and he sprinkled it over their water.
What are they going to drink now?
Drink your own poison. It's for the dead. They had to drink it.
Yuck.
But Moses loved these people. Jeepers, he's got a big heart. And that he had brought out of Egypt and he went back up to the mountain again. Explain that one to God. Oops, I dropped your tablets. Or maybe I got so mad I dropped your tablets on purpose?
Yes, that's it.
God did forgive them and he wrote a second copy. Oh, he must have saved it on his hard drive. Get it? Hard drive?
No more jokes.
And now those new tablets of stones he came back down with again. Took 40 days.
Oh, well.
Closer than any other man had ever been there. That's what he was. And when he came down from the mountain, his face was shining from being with God so long. It was radiant and bright. And he had to put a cloth over it so that people could even bother to look at him.
He was that shiny?
Yeah. Shinier than my beak.
Mm-hmm. So now what?
I don't know. They got their rules now. Maybe they can get their act together.
I'd hope so.
Maybe he got some more news from God, too.
Mm-hmm. He did. 40 days worth.
Okay. Well, kiddos, for tonight, just snuggle down now and pull those covers